Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Mars and marriage in Vedic astrology and what is the importance of planet Mars in determining the quality of your marriage and the married life. Why this single most planet is very important in terms of determining the marriage perspective of your life. Also in this video, I'm going to cover the relationship between planet Mars and planet Moon and how at the time of horoscope matchmaking between boy and the girl, you need to look into specifically planet Moon and planet Mars as well. See, first of all, in Jyotish Shastra or in the Vedic astrology system or in Hindu astrology, planet Mars is known as the Mangal. In Hindi, it is known as Mangal. Mangal means anything which is very auspicious. So something, if it is very auspicious, that thing is connected with planet Mars. So Mars is the planet of auspiciousness. Mars is not only the planet of your willpower, courage, enthusiasm, risk-taking abilities. Mars is also the planet of Mangalya. Mangalya means marital bliss. So if specifically you want to understand the quality of your marriage in terms of your marriage, married life, how I'm going to behave in the marriage, whether I'm going to become a very good husband or very good wife in terms of raising up the kids or raising up the family as well, both male and female, they need to check the placement or dignity of planet Mars in their horoscope. First of all, in the ancient Jyotish Shastra or in the Jyotish Shastra, there is the one ceremony of the Mangal Sutra. Mangal Sutra means something tying up the knots. Mangal Sutra is actually a necklace, and in the Indian astrology, whenever both male and female they get married, so the partner, the male partner, he tied that Mangal Sutra, that necklace around the neck of the woman, of the wife. So that is the promise of the marriage life, that yes, as a male, I'm going to protect you always. And that is the protection which Mars is offering to any female. I will tell you, if you are a female, then you need to look into your planet Mars in order for you to determine the Mangalya Sukh. Mangalya means the auspiciousness from the marriage. How your husband or is going to protect you in terms of the marriage and the married life. Because this is the planet of the strength as well. And somewhere the strength is required in order for you to sustain your marriage and the married life as well. Also, have you seen the new relationships as soon as you are getting married to any person, or suppose you are entering into some new kind of a relationship in your life? The first 1 to 2 years of your marriage and the married life, it is becoming like very good. You both are putting some efforts towards each other. So that putting efforts towards each other, that thing is represented by planet Mars. But with the passage of time, after 5 years of marriage, everything start getting bored in your life. You feel like I'm not satisfied, or I'm getting completely bored in my marriage or the married life. So why this thing is happening? Because you individuals, you have stopped putting the efforts which is represented by planet Mars. You once again need to put the same efforts in your life in order for you to obtain the Mangalya Sukh. Mangalya means the marital bliss in your life. And I will tell you one thing with planet Mars specifically. Mars in any house, there are total 12 houses in Vedic astrology, and Mars is controlling the 2 zodiac signs. One is the Aries and second one is the sign of Scorpio. Aries is in the Kalpurusha Kundli, Aries is naturally it is the first house. So the first house is the representation of you, your physical self. Putting some kind of efforts towards something, that thing is purely represented from the sign of Aries. So whenever in terms of the marriage and the married life perspective as well, I will tell you the number one thing, you need to be very action oriented in terms of saving your marriage and the married life. Because in all the 12 houses, Mars is not going to give good results. Whether it is posited in the exalted sign, in the friendly sign, in the inimical sign, or whether it is debilitated. Because Mars in all the 12 houses, Mars is a malefic energy. And in all the 12 houses, Mars is going to give some kind of a problems in your marriage and the married life perspective. Specifically, Mars in the 3, 6, 10 and 11. Even in these placements as well, Mars has the ability to give lot of problems in the marriage. But apart from these 4 placements, 3rd house, 6th, 10th and 11th, if Mars is posited in any other house, whether it is exalted, debilitated, I will tell you, it is going to show some kind of a problems in terms of getting married and in terms of the relationship aspect with the other partner. The only way to improve this planet Mars in your horoscope is by putting the efforts. As soon as you start putting efforts, even understanding the value of the relationship is very, very important. Because Mars is controlling the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, it is originally the 8th house energy which represents the Sabandh. Sabandh means anything joint between husband and wife. Because 8th house, it is the representation of the relationship both husband and wife. Any planet that is sitting into the 8th house, that planet is directly going to show that level of impact in your marriage and the married life. Because even the planet that is controlling the 8th house or sitting in the 8th house, it is directly going to show the impact between the relationship aspect between the husband and the wife. And that is originally the house which is originally ruled by a sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign of the transformations. So it means Mars have the ability to completely transform your life as well. And 8th house, it is the house of unnecessary fear, worries and anxiety and sudden ups and downs as well. So Mars have the ability to give you all such kind of things. Whether Mars can give you sudden ups and downs, transformations in the positive way or in the negative way. So everything it is governed under this planet Mars. Even the place where you are staying right now, your home, homeland. So if you are staying into rented apartment or your own home, that thing is also given by planet Mars. So that is the importance of planet Mars in terms of the marriage and the married life as well. Also the sign of Scorpio, this is the sign where planet Moon is getting debilitated. And planet Mars is debilitated into the sign of planet Moon, that is the sign of Cancer. So first of all, there is one emotional side which is also interconnected with this Mars. Mars is not only the planet of willpower, courage or that masculine energy. Mars represents very high level of femininity into the sign of Cancer as well. Because if Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, it means Mars also having the understanding of the emotions as well. But Mars really, in the practical sense, Mars don't want to deal with that emotions because then Mars is getting very, very, very emotional. This is the single most planet I will tell you. Even Moon is also emotions or controlling your emotions. Mars is going to control your mood swings. So 1 minute you are feeling happy, sad. Every mood is governed by the placement of planet Mars in your horoscope. And I will tell you, if Mars is posited in the sign of specifically water, or if it is in the sign of Cancer, it shows there are going to be a lot of mood swings that are present in your life. But this Mars have the ability to give that level of emotions. Whenever it comes of getting into marriage or the married life perspective, this Mars still have the ability to understand the emotions of other individuals. I will tell you one thing, if Mars is debilitated in your horoscope, it is much better for you to involve into some kind of a career areas where there is going to be some dealing of the emotions over there. Because it is then going to balance both your professional life and both your personal life or your married life as well. Also one important thing, see, you must need to study the relationship aspect between planet Mars and between the planet Moon. Let me give you one example so that you can develop a greater understanding. Suppose you are a male and your Mars is very strongly well dignified. It is posited in the sign of Aries, or suppose Leo as well. So Mars in the fiery signs, it is getting more aggressive. So Mars is having a lot of willpower, courage, enthusiasm, risk-taking ability into these zodiac signs, even in the sign of Sagittarius as well. So suppose if Mars is going into the sign of fire in your horoscope, at the time of horoscope matchmaking, you must need to look into your partner's chart and look from your Mars where their Mars is posited. Whether their Mars is posited again in the fiery sign, earth zodiac sign, in the watery zodiac sign. So you need to check the placement of Mars in their horoscope as well. I will tell you, if your Mars is very aggressive, if your Mars is getting more aggressive, and that is the aggression in the positive sense. In the fiery zodiac signs, Mars is getting aggressive in the positive sense. So you need to look for the partner who is either going to have planet moon placement in these fiery elements, so that they can manifest your energy in their life as well. So there is going to be some understanding between both of them, because then it becomes very, very difficult for your life partner to adjust with the fiery energy of the Mars. Or either look for the partner who is having Mars debilitated or in the watery signs, because then this is going to create a very, very good combination in terms for you to sustain the marriage or enjoy the relationship aspect as well. Even in terms of the sexual compatibility, this is the topic which is determined using both male and the female chart, and I have made one separate video you can check out in the description below upon how to determine the sexual compatibility between male and a female. So because Mars also represents the sexual compatibility, how you are going to be compatible with your partner in terms of your sex life. So here Mars again going to play a vitally important role in order for you to give the positive results or happiness from that areas of the life as well. So you must need to check specifically their moon placement as well along with planet Mars. Because suppose, let me give you another example. Suppose your Mars is posited into watery zodiac signs, in the Pisces, in the Cancer, or in the Scorpio. So in the watery zodiac signs, somewhere the aggression of the Mars, it is not getting much intensified, but here Mars have to deal with emotions, and Mars don't like that thing, because Mars become then very emotional, very sensitive. So then you need to look for the partner who is also having moon placement into either into 8th house or maybe into some of the watery zodiac signs, so that at least the other partner, he or she is also going to understand the emotional side of the Mars as well. Because if suppose your Mars in the watery zodiac signs and you get married to the partner who is having planet moon into some of the fire elements, then it becomes very, very difficult for you to adjust with that energy in your horoscope. So I will tell you, in terms of horoscope matchmaking, you need to be very, very careful, because apart from the Guna Milan, like out of 36 you have secured 30 marks, but still you are facing problems in your marriage and the married life. So why this thing is happening? Because first of all, there is lack of effort from your side. It becomes vitally important for you to keep the marriage aspect alive in your chart, so that at least you can strengthen your ascendant always. If in the Kalpurusha Kundli, Mars is holding the first house, it means every beginning of your life, that is the starting point of your life. And if Mars is the starting point, which is known as the Mangalya Sukh, that is the marital bliss, it means after marriage as well, everything is going to change in your life. And the single most planet have the ability to change every aspect. Also one very important thing, Mars placement into certain houses, specifically I will tell you one single placement of Mars, which is going to give more problems rather than any other placement, and that is the Mars placement in the 12th house. If you are having this Mars placement in the 12th house, I will suggest you one simple remedy, because in the 12th house, first of all, it is a bigger problem in terms for you to getting married, because it is not very easy for this Mars to find a life partner. So first of all, in terms of the finding the partner, I will tell you, first of all, try to look nearby into your professional friend circle, into your career environment, or into your area. And it is much preferable for you to go with the love marriage with specifically Mars in the 12th house, rather than going by the arranged marriage kind of a situation. Also, Mars is the significator of the Lord Hanuman as well. So you must need to pray Lord Hanuman as well, and even donating yellow laddus specifically on Tuesday to the any small people, children across anywhere in the world. I will tell you, that thing is going to help you to improve or strengthen this planet Mars in your horoscope. Also one very important thing, see, in Vedic astrology, one planet is not going to determine all the things in your life. But it is vitally important for you to study every aspect of your Vedic astrological birth chart. But it is much important for you to first of all have that detailed understanding towards every planet, aspects, conjunction and everything. So that at least you can develop that understanding inside your mind. And then from the broader perspective, you need to predict something. Predictions are the later part. But first of all, you need to understand what this planet is doing in my life, why planet Mars is known as Mangalya, what is the importance of that Mangal Sutra. So everything first of all you need to understand. Then go for the predictions part. And I will tell you, this is very interesting subject. Jyotish Shastra, it is the real truth, that is the light, I will tell you. And believe me, you can practically, by seeing into your own astrological birth chart or horoscope, planets are always going to tell the truth. It is up to you how you can predict some events in your life, but I will tell you one thing, horoscope or the Vedic astrology, it is always going to tell you the truth. And lastly, please don't forget to check the Bhav Chalit Chakra in order for you to determine exactly the placement of Mars. Suppose if Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, but in the Bhava chart, it is moving into the next sign or next house. Then Mars is into the sign of Leo. So Mars is becoming much strengthened over there. So in that way, you need to check first of all D1 chart, then Bhava Chalit chart, and then look into the divisional charts. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you find this video very interesting. If you have any queries, any consultations regarding your astrological horoscope, regarding your Mars, Venus or any other planetary placement, regarding marriage, career or any other spiritual consultation, do let me know. I'm going to respond you back as soon as possible. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Till then, please take care of yourself and I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Bye bye.